I'm a bird, mother. I'm a bird.
Just a quick update on the whole localizer versus AI stuff.
So this is pretty amusing. We've got two Bounding into Comics articles that came out yesterday. The first one, titled, Western Localizer Proudly Brags About Butchering Sentai Filmworks' English Localization of 2.5 Dimensional Seduction. And the second one, titled, English Localizers Furious Over Japanese Publishers Shogakugan's Decision to Use AI Translations for Light Novels.
So let me just reread this for people who did not catch on. Western localizers proudly brag about butchering Sentai Filmworks. English localizers on 2.5 dimensional seduction. So they are bragging about butchering it, right? And literally right after that, English localizers furious about Japanese publisher
Shogakukan's
decision to use a AI translation for light novels. Like, the hell do you mean you're furious? You literally just said that you're bragging about it and now you're furious about it?
Come on, bro. What do you think is gonna happen? You think they're just gonna sit down and let it happen? No, they're gonna be like, nah, I ain't getting work. Peace.
Some people need a reality check.
Yeah.
English localizers furious over Japanese publishers Shogakugan's decision to use AI translations for light novels. And a quote, they don't care about the works they're ruining. Ain't that ironic?
Face, like,
It's karma. It was long overdue. And the most disturbing part is, from what I remember, a lot of these like dubbers and localizers and translators, they all started as like free forum workers. They used to just do fan dubbing. Does anyone remember that time? Like when everything was just literally fan dubbed? So they grinded their butt off just to end up spitting in the studio's faces. And now like being like, oh, that completely came out of nowhere. I don't know what happened.
These localizers are truly exceptional individuals. For years, they've bragged about how they butcher Japanese intellectual property. And more recently, we've seen the proliferation of Japanese anime and manga companies using AI machine translations to cut out localizers, as well as various Japanese funds investing in AI translation tech. Yet even as EN localizers are being replaced, some still have the bright idea to flaunt about how they ruin Japanese IP on their social media accounts.
Like,
bro, what are you doing?
It's literally self-reporting. So first you butcher someone's work, then you brag about it on freaking social media.
It's like psychopath.
It's just so stupid.
Psychopathic narcissistic behavior.
And I think it wouldn't even be looked in so hard or clowned on so much if not the whole Dragon Maid situation. I feel like that's the straw that broke the camel's hump.
You back?
Hump.
Okay. Hump.
Then they're shocked when they see more and more of them being replaced. Now there's a few reasons for them being replaced, to name a few. 1, cost-cutting measures. 2, increased time efficiency. But also 3, these companies don't see it as a net negative to cut out the localizers. Instead, they're seeing it as a positive. And considering how many EN localizers actually harm the IP and how many
They are harming the IP. Like,
Yep.
Imagine for a person who is not like fully into the whole anime world and manga world, right? They finally get their hands on some anime and they're like, you know what? Let me give this a try finally. And all they see is a big busty dragon talk about how the patriarchy is making her do stuff. I'm here just to watch some big anime titties. What is that?
fans have a distaste for localizers. You'd think that all localizers would do their best to make themselves seem valuable, to make using them worth paying the premium over AI tech. But not, as mentioned. Some of them are still doing a terrible job and bragging about it. Now these localizers are reaping what they've sowed. Back at Bounding, they write, to this end, instead of responding to the impending AI threat by improving the quality of their localizations, a large number of Western-based Japanese to English localizers, many of whom have themselves boasted about having deliberately inserted their own politics and memes into the works they were responsible for, instead focused their energy on raging against Shogakugan's decision to replace them with AI. One of the localizers then...
So, When there are errors in the front and center marketing, I dread to think of what the bulk of it is going to turn out like. This is what disrespect for the medium and your audience looks like. But hey, I'm sure Mantra's shareholders are happy.
Raging against Shogakugan's decision to replace them with AI. One of the localizers then posting this example of what seems to be a machine translation from Shogakugan's light novel app. And sure, it's a bit scuffed, but at least it's not a localizer maliciously altering IP to fit their own political views. For example, Katrina L here, who recently bragged about butchering translations for 2.5-dimensional seduction, and gained a ton of public attention a while back for defending the terrible localization of I Think I Turned My Childhood Friend into a Girl, where the localizer responsible for it changed one of the MCs, who was a femboy, into a trans girl. Their attempt at erasing gay rep and turning it into trans rep was so bad that the rights holders actually got involved, and the entire thing had to be scrapped, retranslated, and reprinted. But now that more Japanese companies are using AI machine translations, she's suddenly pretending to care about accurate translations. That's funny.
Wait. Well, at least they were honest. They only care about cutting costs, not about getting readers good translation. Do you think the authors of the light novels would want their international fans reading garbled version of the pro? What are you talking about? Like, I'd rather read gibberish and broken sentences than sentences that have nothing to do with the story.
Machine
How can you
translations,
say that?
she's suddenly pretending to care about accurate translations. That's funny. Here's another example. Someone says, I'm asking you all, the readers and audiences in the English-speaking sphere who are against AI and machine translation, to drive this Shogakugan app to rock bottom and into the negatives. Make them regret their decision to disrespect human.
That, I know for a fact, that backfired pretty badly. Because from what I understood, fans of anime and manga, they're actually rejoicing at that decision. This is the first time you see people actually celebrating AI.
100%.
Art. Yeah, once again, it's really convenient how these people never seem to care about localizers butchering said art. In closing, Nikkei Asia provides more info about the app, saying it'll launch by the end of this year and have 400 light novels available within the next 2 years for North American readers.
Nice.
Goal of having around 1 million users in North America by the fiscal year ending February 2028. This comes after Shogakugan invested 780 million yen, which converts to roughly 5.1 million USD, into the AI startup Mantra, which is something that I covered around a month ago.
Yo, this person got so mad. He literally invested millions into this. He literally went, hold up. Go F yourself. I'ma do this.
So let me know what you think about all of this news in the comments. As always, I hope you enjoyed this segment, and if you did, consider liking and subscribing. Appreciate you, and I'll
Oh wait, we're still not subscribed. Absolutely disrespectful.
Dragon made local.
I know we have a lot of Asmongold fans here, so here, a blast from the past for you guys.
Dragon made
Okay.
localizer gets asked about how she responds to all the criticism regarding the localization.
Okay.
Well, I'm kind of scared to ask this question now because I don't want to bring down the room. So this is directed at Jamie, but all of you can answer.
Go,
'cause all of
Jamie,
you
go. I'm
have,
excited
like,
about it. Like,
So
Jamie.
Funimation has come under, let's call it criticism for how they choose to adapt.
So, original subs. Everyone was always saying something to me, so I tried toning down the exposure. How is it? Funimation dub? Oh, those pesky patriarchal societal demands were getting on my nerves, so I changed clothes.
What the hell? That has nothing to do with.
Their scripts
Oh,
for
like
a couple
unnecessary
of shows.
hate. Yeah, got it.
Yeah,
Jesus Christ. Oh, unnecessary hate. Got it.
you unfairly.
Thank you.
So how would you like to respond to that kind of criticism?
To the
particularly-
criticism, like, I have a vagina, deal with it.
What?
What does your nasty vagina have to do with it?
Like, I'm a funny woman. We are all.
Can we agree that saying I'm a funny woman is the same quality and the same level as I'm a nice guy?
Yeah.
It's the same thing.
all talented, funny, powerful women. We are out here. It's going to happen. Deal with it. I'm sorry you're not getting laid. It's not about you.
What does that have to do with it. He point out blank ask you, why would you ruin the main concept and the entire sentence there? What does that have to do with hating women not getting laid in your vagina? What's the correlation? Did you translate it with your vagina? Is that who dubbed it?
That's my reaction.
So this is a person that made the comment, and they said, just remember, if there are any line changes in any anime, any script, anything ever that offend anyone who unironically uses a term like SJW and feminist agenda, I wrote them all. Yep. What?
You heard it.
She wrote them all.
Well, now you're getting replaced by a robot. So I hope you had fun. I hope it was enjoyable. Yeah, there it is.
This aged like fine wine.